Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and I just have to start the video by saying a massive shout out to my subscribers out there in Sweden. And I was talking to a fellow collector on Facebook, I think it was, or it might have been a reply on YouTube, but he mentioned how him and his buddies out there in Sweden enjoy the channel and would I give a shout out. So absolutely. So hey everyone out there in Sweden, it's crazy to think still after 10 years that there's people in places like Sweden and Hong Kong, and I guess I even had a message from someone in India recently. I'm sorry I can't remember everyone's names, and I am apologizing as well for the fact that I haven't been replying to every comment or private message that comes through. Working full-time and trying to get everything done in life and all that busy stuff, it's really tricky trying to keep up with things now, but I do try my best. Well, I've got to try harder. Got to reply to more of your guys' comments and messages. But massive thanks to all the people out there showing support on the channel. There's a few little things changed in the collection room, nothing major, but I did get this really comfy rug. It looks pink on camera, but it's actually like a purple, and the reason I went for purple was kind of like a Joker color scheme with the carpets. So you got the green on the outside, and then it's really nice. It's so thick and soft. The floorboard here used to creak like crazy, but because this rug is so thick it doesn't creak anymore, so I'm really happy about that. Brought in some more 1/4 scale figures into the room, and there you got the newest version of the Big Chap. Absolutely fantastic piece by NECA, and the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 Freddy, also by NECA. And I don't know if you've seen that yet, but that's like a nice canvas Heath Ledger painting there. Got that on eBay, or I think it might have been Amazon, I'm not sure, but yeah, you'd find that around if you typed in Joker canvas painting, easy enough. There is the NECA Iron Man. That was from Denny out there in Australia. Hope he's doing well. And Harley Quinn, Raphael, and we've got the big masked version of the original Predator here as well. He's keeping my alien base nice and flat. This is a backdrop that came with the Hot Toys Alien Big Chap figure, and I'm keeping this backdrop out and ready to use with the Hot Toys Ripley that we're all waiting for to be released out there in Hong Kong. Hopefully that will be soon, and he's just flattening out this base for me. That's just part of that diorama there, but yeah, that should come in very handy for Ripley. And put Michelle Pfeiffer in a slightly different pose. I friggin' love this figure, and I'll be honest with you, I have slightly damaged my Tweeterhead Catwoman statue. I kind of dropped her recently. I was doing some moving things around and just had a bad accident really, and there's nothing major wrong with her, but I did chip a little bit of her ear off. Not this one, this is the NECA figure. I'm talking about the actual Tweeterhead Catwoman statue that originally comes with this base here. I did drop her and damage her slightly, but she's not a write-off. You could definitely fix it, but I'm not really bothered because I just love the way the NECA figure looks on top of this base. The likeness to Michelle Pfeiffer is really strong, and it's just an awesome looking piece. Really love this figure, and I'm always tweaking the pose and changing it, and that's always a good sign with a figure. If you keep going back to it and playing with it all the time, you know, it must be a good one. This certainly is. But the main thing driving me to make this particular video, anyone who's familiar with the channel for all these years knows that these two figures I've had since pretty much day one. Really old, and I've customized both of them, and I always go back every couple of years. I get the kind of horror bug again, and I get these figures out of storage, put them on display. Maybe I'll do a bit more of a repaint on some of them, but I'm just really loving the way they look right now, and I'm sort of going through a bit of a thing where I want to get the 3-0 Meyers now, and I didn't want to get it before, but then I saw I Am Toys video and Review Spots video on the 3-0 Halloween Part 6 Meyers, and I'm quite tempted to get it now just because it comes with the metal knives, which I'd love to get one of those knives and put them with him, and it just looks really well done. I did check out Halloween Part 6 recently. I'd never seen it before, so I did watch it, and it's pretty brutal. So I'm seriously giving it some thought now about picking up that 3-0 Meyers. The reason I'm kind of holding off is because I'm hoping someone's going to do an original Meyers from the first film, which is what this is. This is the Sideshow Collectibles original Meyers, and it is the original mask, but I completely redid it. I added, and this is back when I really had no experience doing this, so it's really kind of crappy, but I kind of like the way it looks. It's a little bit more freaky and horrific. He, you know, it's not 100% accurate to the original movie, but I redid the hair, and I actually used hair from a Halloween werewolf mask, one of those full head werewolf masks with the hair on it, and I chose one with brown hair, and then I just cut a section of the hair away and stuck it on this head, and it just looks really creepy. But yeah, I'm seriously considering getting the 3-0 Meyers now, after seeing those reviews I mentioned, just in case nobody does an original Meyers. I don't know why it's been so long since we've had a figure of the original film, but just in case it doesn't happen, I might go ahead and grab the 3-0 figure. Plus, I saw the box in the review spot video, and I didn't realize the box was as sexy as it is, so that is another thing that's drawing me to it. I really like the idea of seeing, as I've got, you know, figures displayed with the boxes behind them now. I would really like to get that 3-0 Meyers with the box behind it as part of that setup, or maybe over here at least. And then I'll have to get the Sideshow Collectibles new Freddy Krueger that's coming out. But this again is a old Sideshow Collectible Freddy from the original film, I believe. Completely repainted him. I took his trousers off, cut them right down the back, and then removed a big section of material, then stitched them back together again so they weren't so baggy. They were very baggy before and looked quite MC Hammer-ish, but now they're a lot more sort of tight to the leg, but not too tight. They just look much more better fitted now. And weathered and bloodied up his jumper, his claws. That skull that he's holding is from the Vampirella figure, and you know, I wasn't too keen on how the finished product face-wise turned out with Vampirella. It's not terrible or anything, but I figured out a way around it. I just put some funky black sunglasses on her, and so that's, you know, solved the problem. And if people want to know what the eyes look like, they can always look at the box behind it. But she's in a bit of a cheeky pose, and she's rocking the sunglasses. So, and I've also used her cape as a base. I just thought that looked quite classy. So yeah, I'm just really in a bit of a horror figure mood at the moment. I've got these guys out on display. They were in storage, and now they're here on this little horror shelf just above the Batman Begins shrine. The Scarecrows changed his pose a little bit. To be honest, I need to track down his hands. They're in the accessory drawer next door. At the moment he's just got a straight jacket on, standing there, not really posed or anything, but he does look pretty crazy. They always have the Entebbe Batman turned to the side, so you really get a good look at the thickness of the neck. And the NECA figure over here just got the arms like this, just to make it a bit more interesting, you know. Yeah, but yeah, that's how that's looking. I don't know if you saw this as well. This is the canvas Batman Begins painting that I got the same day this one came, so that's looking really sweet. And down here I've just got the Joker sitting in his little interrogation room. Just turn on the light. Let me just turn off this main light, and he's always ready to do a little photo session now, or I can take him out and put another figure in instead. Always love working with this diorama that you get with the DX11. Alright, well that's it guys. I just wanted to show you these two horror figures. I've been in a bit of a horror mode the last few days, thanks to people like Chris from I Am Toys and the review spot for their reviews on the 3-0 Meyers. Just kind of got me in the mood for this kind of stuff again. Looking forward to Halloween coming up this year, a little while off yet, but looking forward to it definitely. Loving the Vampirella pose, loving these two again. What do you think of them? Do they look okay, or do they look absolutely gash? I'm sure they don't look gash, but you know. Just really loving them, and they're old as hell, but they still looking good. Heavily customized, all repainted, all reworked. over the years, going back and back and tweaking things. Really like where Meyers is at right now. I think he looks really creepy. I love the way the hair looks. But yep, I'm going to go ahead and try and pick up that 3-0 Meyers, and I'll bring you some videos on that. Thanks again to those guys who reviewed it. Definitely inspired me to pick the damn thing up. I was trying to put it off, trying to save myself some money, but nah, it looks too good. I only have to go ahead and buy that shit. Alright, well, quick little look around the room. As I said, nothing much has changed yet. And go ahead and get your Ripley review and all that stuff when Ripley comes out from Hot Toys. Hopefully that's any day now. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out the last video that went up, which was my favorite 10 moments from the Dark Knight trilogy. That took a while to put together, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope to see some video responses on that. I'd love to see some other people sharing their 10 moments from that trilogy that they really love. And I'll be back with you soon. Alright, thanks for watching. See you later.